one thing we need to be mindful of today, mate. Got to be really careful not to bring out the terrible Irish accents that we were attempting last night watching Australia Ireland.
Why do we need to be careful of that?
Because you are a man of many talents and you can do many, many accents very well. The Irish accent is not one of them.
It's not one of them.
That's it. Fuck, that's really annoying because that actually sounded pretty good and that was a lot better than anything we got close to last night.
It's all a facade. I can bring it out when I want to bring it out.
Fuming.
I want to hear yours. Welcome, Jacker, one and all, to another episode of Fine Leg to Full Forward. Morning, mate.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice. I'm assuming that the listeners don't know that we're recording in the morning, but like, how do you feel recording in the morning?
I don't feel too bad. Those who have seen the story that I've just posted, they might have a bit of an inside take.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't mind it. You know that I'm up earlier than I am up later at night.
We have done this sometimes when things haven't gone too well. We've had a few issues here and there. We do some late episodes, but yeah, this morning one's probably much better, I think.
No, I don't mind it. I mean, we've got tea in there, you got coffee in that mug. And, there are worse ways to start the morning, I reckon. Mate. Absolutely. Jinx. You can't talk for the rest of the episode. Question for you, though. I'm going to unjinx you if that's all right.
Okay.
Who is this Nina? And why is she ruining cricket season?
La Niña.
It's been weird. It's been bad the last couple of years, but I don't remember it being so bad ever.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously the joke about it. It's like the in the lead up to the weekend, it's beautiful, and then Thursday or Friday night it pisses down, and that's always been a thing.
Yeah,
but 5 weeks, 5 weeks in a row.
Yeah, four of the last 5 or something like that.
Yeah, that's like an outlier, I think.
Yeah, no, absolutely it is.
It was called off. So called off last week as well.
It was called off on Wednesday. Last week.
I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, I don't think I've come across an earlier call off than that. It was just a bit frustrating because the Pels still haven't played.
No.
So it was supposed to be round 5 on the weekend, and the Pels have not played. Yeah, called off on Wednesday, as we said.
Yeah.
It's gotten so bad. Nina's taken over so much that they've had to sort of start the season again. So they've adjusted the fixture so that round 1 is this upcoming weekend.
Yeah. So everything up until this point has been...
It's been null and void. So we've had our names on the team sheet for 2 washouts.
Yeah, so that doesn't matter.
So that doesn't count for
count
finals
anymore.
Qualification or anything like that. Getting ahead of myself there. Yeah, the annoying part is we're not there for the next sort of 3 weeks. 4 weeks. Yeah, so slow start to the season for the Flitter boys and the Pels.
Jeez. There you go. It's not great.
No, it's not. But it's not all bad. I mean, rain allowed us to stumble across something beautiful.
It did. My goodness. So we had a few friends over on Friday night. Was it Friday night?
Yeah, because we were initially supposed to watch Australia-England.
Yes. Initially we were thinking of going to the game, and then we were like, nah, I'll just have a few mates over, watch it at ours. And then, the game beforehand got washed out, and then started at 7. There was pitch inspection, this and that, and then it took their time, but didn't get on. So we kind of went on a bit of a deep dive.
We had to entertain our guests somehow.
We did. I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Started with quad ball.
Yes, formerly known as Quidditch. I'm not sure if they lost the naming rights to Quidditch.
I think they did. Yeah, it was So there's legit. I don't know how many people are familiar with Harry Potter. You really should be. They had the 3 hoops at either end. They had all the positions. So they had the seeker, the beater, the keeper, all that, and they had the different balls. They had the quaffle, the bludger, and then this bloke came on after like 20 minutes of play as the golden snitch
after limbering up. Mind you, on the side, for about like half the game.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious, and he wasn't the typical athletic build.
Yeah.
So it was just funny watching him warm up, and then we were thinking, oh, how the fuck's he? Like, he doesn't look like he'd be very quick or agile or anything like that. How is he just going to spend the whole time running around, not getting? Because there was kind of like a tail on him, wasn't there? And he had to grab it. Like
that's it. Yeah.
Like, how is he going to do that? And then he went on the field, and because the tail was behind him, funnily enough, he just kind of had his he was facing everyone. He wouldn't let his back expose him. He was just kind of fucking wrestling them all away.
Wrestling,
like, it's a full contact sport.
Full contact sport. Yeah, I remember because I think there was no like real contact for the first 5 minutes. So I was like, oh, okay. And then randomly someone just jumps on someone else.
Yeah,
like, full tackles. I'm like, oh wow, it's a contact sport.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it's like mixed gender as well.
Yeah,
there was this guy who full dunked on this woman,
posterized. Yeah.
So what the fuck?
Yeah.
So that was crazy, but that wasn't even the highlight of the night, was it?
No, it wasn't. I mean, we went through a few more other things. We went through a bit of air guitar, which was a bit of a downer. To be honest.
God, it sucked.
Yeah, it sucked. Would not recommend air guitar.
No,
we should do a full episode on all of this stuff, though. It's
other sports.
On other sports, yeah.
If you do ever find yourself trying to find something to watch on KO, go into the sports section, scroll all the way across, and then hit other sports. These ones haven't got their own category. They're all sitting in other.
They're all sitting. Yeah, there's like XL.
What the XL games?
XL games.
Paddle. Is it paddle? That looked
paddle.
very interesting.
Yeah,
it's like a mix of tennis and squash.
Yeah,
that looks like it'd be intense.
But you should give corgi racing a watch. Before I say anything else, it's not cruel in any way. Like they're literally just like there's owners and they take their corgis there and they just let them go. They don't literally just let them loose. Some of them go forward, some of them go backwards, some of them
get by to you.
Get by to you with the other corgis or whatever it is. But it is a spectacle.
There was a couple of ripper races, wasn't there?
Oh yeah. It's always like funny because the first half of the race is like, well, who's actually going to go forwards?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, they know what they're doing, and then some of them just come from behind, just take off
out of nowhere.
But yeah, corgi racing,
get amongst it.
So running it back through another week, the T20 Cricket World Cup is getting to a very interesting point in time, I think. Both groups quite tight up the top, quite a few teams in that sort of a couple of wins, 1-2 wins sort of category. So it's really getting to the pointy end.
Every game matters.
Every game matters, and every game has been, well, it's very much surpassed my expectations because lots of games that we've watched have been, regardless of who's playing, it's been a pretty close and a pretty thrilling game. The Pakistan versus Zimbabwe game from last week came down to the last ball. Mate, Pakistan again.
I don't know how they keep choking.
I don't understand when they find themselves in such good positions as well. Like so against India and then against Zimbabwe, needing 3 off 3 balls.
You'd back them to get that against Zimbabwe.
Yeah,
you back that most batting teams 3 off 3.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's sort of sometimes it's like it's that sort of tossing up whether you want to get that boundary to finish it off, but then you get a swing and a miss instead, or you hit it up in the air and get caught.
Yep.
Then it becomes a bit more challenging. But yeah, can't say much else apart from once again kind of choked.
It's a shame. It is a real shame.
Yeah.
I'm going to move on to another game that involves Zimbabwe again.
Zimbabwe have been good to watch. They've been
very, 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 very exciting to watch, as have Bangladesh as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's the game we're talking about, Bangladesh versus Zimbabwe. So Zimbabwe looked like they were no chance at all. I think they were 4 for 35 or something like that. Something in the 30s.
Yeah.
4 for not much at all. Chasing 150. It got to the point where they needed over 60 off about 30 odd balls.
Yeah.
So we're just like, not when you've lost all your top order batsmen. That's unlikely to have happened. But then they found themselves needing 18 off 9.
Mm.
And then, I don't know how many people saw it, but the Shakib Al Hassan run out was ridiculous.
Nuts.
It was falling away.
Completely off balance.
Yeah. And he was aiming at 1.5 stumps and got it.
Yeah.
And that kind of put the momentum back Bangladesh's way.
Yeah.
It got to the point where they needed 5 off the last ball.
Yeah.
Right. And the batter was stumped.
Yep.
And everyone thought the game was over.
Yeah.
Like they're shaking hands. Everyone's walked off the ground.
Yeah.
Right. Then the third umpire is checking the side-on angle.
Yeah.
To see whether or not the ball was taken by the keeper in front of the stumps.
Mm.
And turns out it was. So it was called a no ball.
Yeah.
And then they got a free hit. To hit 4 off the last ball.
Yeah.
So all this drama. There was a thriller beforehand, and then they've had to come out, and drama's continued. And then the batter missed the ball.
Again, yeah.
He missed the ball again. So all that, and it was just so anticlimactic.
It was so, because I didn't actually watch the tail end of this game, but you were telling me about it, and I already knew the whole story.
Yeah.
But we were watching the KO mini or whatever.
Yeah.
And they didn't include the last bit.
No, they did it. It literally looks like someone from KO. It was putting together the highlights package.
Yeah.
It just got through to that point and saw that the score was done.
Yeah.
And didn't bother watching the rest of the footage.
Yeah, they're just like,
it wasn't actually done.
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm clocking off early today.
Yeah. What a game.
So I had to go fucking find it on YouTube. Couldn't find it on YouTube because all those highlights would fucking cut it off as well.
Yeah.
So then we had to go through into the actual game itself.
Yeah.
And fast forward fucking 4 hours in. It legit was 4 hours, and then there was the
right at the end. We were like, that was the suspense for us. Like, is this going to make it into the actual game or not? Like, we were like, oh, there's only about 10 minutes left. I don't know if we can get it done. Like, is it gonna fit? You know, like.
Far out.
But we did see the footage in the end.
If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Not on a KO mini because you won't see it
because it's not there.
It's a thriller.
But as we mentioned before, we did have a few mates over to watch the England-Australia game on Friday night.
Super important game.
Massive game. Both teams sort of, both having losses early in the tournament, and then you want to bounce back. And then old Nina. Is that Mother Nature's name? Nina.
Or is that like...
You should go, Nina. Good track.
Oh, yeah.
Ed Sheeran?
No.
Oh, fair enough. No, it's all right. Bit of a mildly deep cut.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Medium cut.
Medium cut.
Medium cut.
But we did have the coverage on. I think the scheduled start was 7.
Yeah.
And there was a pitch inspection at, I think it was like 8:15 or something like that. They went out, checked the grounds. They had some umbrellas. They were doing the old poking the. I don't know. A few people that were over were asking us some questions about so what are they doing now? What are they doing? And I was like, I don't know.
Just poking the ground with an umbrella.
I really don't know. I don't think there's some sort of bit of sophisticated technology at the bottom of the umbrella that they're and there were some lawnmowers as well. I don't know if there's special type of lawnmowers that do anything differently, but I was a bit confused by that too.
If you were one of those lawnmowers there at the MCG that night, do let us know if there's anything special about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was frustrating though, wasn't it? Because they delayed the toss and then inspection, and then there'll be another inspection at this time, then at this time, then at this time, and it just kept getting pushed back. And they do what they always do with cricket delays, and they were showing footage of previous games and that kind of thing. So, Matt, it was a shame. It was a shame because it would have gone a long way to shaping that group.
Yeah,
in the World Cup. But
absolutely.
It got us thinking. while it wouldn't have been anywhere near as boring for the players as a rain delay in a test match, they still would have found themselves struggling for a bit of entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're gonna run through ways of keeping yourself entertained during a rain delay.
Yeah. And we know players often dabble in a bit of card games throughout the rain delay. That's the stereotype, if you will. But we're going to be a bit more creative, aren't we, mate?
If you can believe that, yeah. If you can believe that. Now, the first way of keeping yourself entertained during a rain delay dates back to junior cricket for myself and Ashwin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called the leaving game.
Oh, yes.
Right. So this was played on the sidelines of junior cricket while our team was batting.
Mm-hmm.
Best thing about playing junior cricket, real quick?
Yeah.
You want to have a guess?
The best thing about junior cricket? I don't know. What's the best thing about it?
The coach umpired and one of the parents scored. So you didn't have to worry about that.
Of course.
So we could get up to no good and play the leaving game
Yes.
on the sidelines. So the aim of the game was literally to not hit the ball.
Yes.
Right? You couldn't do a genuine leave more than 2 balls in a row, so you couldn't just lift the bat out of the way.
No.
So you could do it, but not more than 2 balls in a row.
Yeah.
After that, or before that, however you wanted to play it, you had to play a shot, but intentionally miss it.
Yeah.
There was no stumps. Literally, the only way you could get out
was if the bat hit the ball.
If the bat hit the ball.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was.
It's a tough game. It's a lot harder than you think. I mean,
it is. No, it is a lot harder than you think.
Yeah. Usually, when you're playing the game of cricket, it's really hard to hit the ball. But suddenly, when you're playing the leave game, it's really hard not to hit the ball.
Yeah. No, it is. It is. And the good thing about it is you can play it indoors. You know the whole don't play ball games in their house. You're going to break something.
Mm-mm.
Very, very hard chance of breaking something.
Yeah.
During the leaving game.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can play it in the rooms, and you're not going to have to worry about it. We should bring that back, I reckon.
I reckon.
Yeah.
It does remind me. I got confused when you first brought it up because I remember playing net cricket as well.
Yep.
And that was sort of what was it? Defensive shots, and then you have to bat down straight away.
Yeah. Like 1 and 1 bounce.
1 and 1 bounce.
Yeah.
A few of those sort of rules, but leave game's a good one. I think my go-to during a rain delay would be it's a Saturday, right?
Yep.
Might have had a late night before.
You definitely had a late night before.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
just on the off chance that I had a late night before. I don't think I'm the only one that would have had a late night on a Friday night.
No, but all the Pels boys would have had a late night for a different reason.
Okay, yeah. But regardless, it's a late night.
Yeah, you're right. Good point. Yeah.
So you're feeling a bit tired. It's raining. Rain's kind of gentle, If it's some gentle rain, it might be a bit kind of... Oh, you can hear it now?
I think I can hear some now, yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of soothing. You can have some...
It's a truck.
But rain can be kind of gentle and soothing, and can really help with catching up on the Z's, mate.
Yeah.
Just have a quick little nap, quick little snooze.
Return ticket to snooze town.
Yeah. I mean, you're just recovering, really, resting, recovering, and when you're ready to get back out there, which you probably won't be because you're probably not going to get back out there.
Yeah. So it just doesn't need to be a return ticket.
Just go all the way, yeah.
Actually, it sounds like death, really, doesn't it, to be honest?
The phrasing, yeah. But yeah, sleep, mate.
That's not a bad one. It's not a bad one at all. Yeah, very, very on brand for yourself.
Yes. Another one. I think I might have brought it up. Have I brought it up?
I think it was last episode.
Yes. Ashes 2009.
Yep.
Just bring it. I know, I don't know how you're going for space in your cricket bag, but
I actually got a new cricket bag last year, and it is a bit smaller than my old one.
Why would you get a small one?
Because I realised how much crap accumulates in there.
So the more space you have, the more crap you just end up leaving. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, I got room.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a cull.
Yeah.
Have you got room in your cricket bag?
A little bit.
Yeah, okay.
A little bit. Yeah, I could probably sneak a PS3 or PS4 in there.
Yeah, well, it'd need to be a PS3, wouldn't it?
For Ashes 09.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd have to be the PS. Yeah, I mean, I don't use a PSR anymore. I can just permanently leave it in my cricket bag.
I mean, that's genius.
Yeah.
But then, there you go, sorry.
I would need something to play it on.
Yeah, my mind was going there as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously you'd need to sneak a TV in as well.
Yeah.
But you will have had your backpack that's big enough to fit a 32-inch TV.
Yes. I'll just bring that along with my cricket bag.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, because that won't fit in the cricket bag, but it'll fit in
your backpack.
In my backpack.
Designed for a 32-inch TV.
Yes. I'll bring that along. And there aren't any screens at our home ground, are there?
I don't think there are any screens at Bezza Fields. We struggle for chairs for the scoring table at times, so we're very, very surprised. Impressed, but surprised if there was
screens.
Yeah. But as we said, we haven't played yet, so there might be.
Yeah, but I mean, Ashes 09 is a great game. And
I think I played it. I think I had it on the Nintendo Wii.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's no Cricket 07.
That's not.
But if you still want to get your cricket fix, still want to, sharpen your skills while during the rain delay.
You're pretty disappointed that you can't get out there and do an impression of Nathan Horrocks, so you play with him.
Yeah, on Ashes 09.
On Ashes 09.
Exactly.
I think it's genius.
Yeah, it is.
Genius. This one is not so much for entertainment purposes, but this is genuine advice.
Okay.
Actually, it's the ideal time to fill out the T form. So there's no chance that you forget to fill it out. Like there's not much else you're going to be doing. You're going to be looking for stuff to do to keep your mind busy or to make sure you tick everything off your list.
Yeah.
Fill out the bloody T form.
Yeah.
And then there's no chance of missing out on the little boys.
On the little boys.
They don't order themselves, those mini hot dogs.
Yeah. I can say I've missed that on multiple occasions.
You have, yeah.
Yeah.
Partly because you've been late?
Probably. It's probably got something to do with it.
But fair play to you when you do find yourself ordering tea.
Yeah.
Your scones are always up for grabs.
They are. So. Most things are up for grabs. I think because I get there late, so everyone usually ticks everything for me.
Yeah.
And then I don't, and I'm just like, well, I'm not going to have that.
Yeah.
There you go. Have a scone, mate.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. That's good. It's good.
I'll tell you something that, have I brought up foam rolling before?
Absolutely you have.
Have I?
Absolutely you have.
My memory's not that great, but...
that's right. We've done a couple of these.
We have done a few of them.
I'd be very, very impressed if you had remembered everything that we've spoken about on the show.
Foam rolling is great.
Mm.
I think you'd agree. I feel like you've sort of jumped on the foam rolling bandwagon too.
I used it once after basketball last week.
Yeah, so that's enough to...
Yeah, okay, right.
Yeah.
No, I agree. They have their place in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
I probably should use it more than I do.
And as an injury-prone individual, as myself, I think it's just the best use of my time.
True.
Either sleeping or foam rolling.
Yeah.
Just got to, we've hit that stage where we've got to just take care of our bodies.
Fuck yeah, we haven't we? That's really sad.
Yeah. As soon as that sentence came out of my mouth, I kind of got a bit sad boy. But
yeah. It's like I shared a Facebook memory. I think it was last year.
Right.
No, it would have been the start of this year.
Yeah.
My prime was 10 years ago.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, that's really sad. But yeah, foam rolling, that's really good. Really, there's no better way for you to spend your time when it comes to cricket. I don't understand how you're injured all the time, but that's the story and a conversation for another day. I've got another one, all right? And I think you're going to like this one, and I think the listeners are going to like this one.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the listeners like this one. There is nothing else to do, right?
Mm.
You're there with a group of mates, and you've got at least one shared interest because you're all there to play cricket, right?
Yep.
You can record a live podcast episode from the rooms.
Yeah.
I mean, and you've got special guests there waiting.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the problem is we've only got 2 mics.
Yes.
So we kind of have to take it in turns, sort of. So, like, I'd sit with someone.
Yep.
And then you'd sit with someone.
Yep.
So that we could take it in turns and make sure we got through everyone. Or we could just tell them BYO Mike.
Yeah. Yell BYO.
We record a pod from the rooms.
Mate, how great would that be?
Imagine that.
I don't know. I don't know about the acoustics. The room might be a little tad echoey.
Yes. No, so we do know about the acoustics. They'd be shite. There's no two ways about it. Like, yeah. No, I think that'd be interesting. Can you imagine like a Pels podcast?
Imagine that. Jeez, those fellas could do. Like, I could see the brains are there to do it, and it would be funny, and it would be great.
Yeah, it would be.
We just need a few foam mattresses around here, I reckon. To sneak. I'll bring in my bag.
Bring your bag. Which bag would they go in, or would you have a separate bag?
Yeah.
So you'd have a third bag. A cricket bag, a TV bag, and a mattress bag.
I might sneak in the TV bag, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah.
It kind of protects the TV a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, roll it up and then sort of shove it down the side.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes too much sense considering it just came out of your mouth. So you should have figured out by now that this is all about rain delays this week.
Yep.
And if you haven't, I've spelt it out for you, and it's kind of worrying that you haven't figured that out until now.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess they're not ideal for cricket. We want to be able to sort of avoid them.
Yeah.
So getting forward, do you think that all new major stadiums should be built with a roof?
Yeah. I mean, it just makes a lot of sense.
It does. It does make sense.
When you think about all the games that are just called off, and even with Friday's game, I know it's like when it's last minute, it's so hard to make changes when other venues have events on. I don't know if there was anything on Friday night at Marvel. There might have been a concert, or there might have been something, but just like, just move it to Marvel. It's like, it's right there.
It is, yeah.
You can play some sort of game. You can get something done. But yeah, the roofs aren't cheap by any means.
Nah. I'm not actually sure I'd want it.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Because I know I said new stadiums, but I'm thinking, like, my mind straight away went to the MCG with the roof.
Oh, like retrofitting it on top.
Yeah. I don't think I'd want that. I don't think I'd want to see the MCG with a roof.
Yeah, it would be very different. It would also be one of the biggest roofs in the world.
I was just about to say,
massive,
enormous.
Like that project is. I'm just switching to engineering brain right now. That would be insanely difficult to do. Like, it's hard enough at Marvel. Generally, for smaller arenas like Rod Laver, like tennis, basketball stadiums, it makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, it would be crazy the amount of like overhang.
Yeah.
And even when the roof is open at the MCG, you wouldn't be able to see, the oval fully. It would be kind of the two ends that would normally close up would leave you with this like a relatively small gap of actual sunlight. So it's like, it's like open, but it's not really open.
Yeah. I don't think that's worth the time. But no, new stadiums. You could design that with that in mind, right?
Yeah, I guess so. You could even do if you want to get really, if money is not an issue, just...
It's not.
It's not?
No.
Oh, it's not. Okay. Then instead of doing the old in and out, sliding in, just the open up, retract up higher, and then retract
Jesus.
down. And then just...
That'd be crazy. That'd be enormous.
Yeah. Massive. Flight hazard.
I mean, yeah, almost surely.
Just like skyscrapers around it. Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, tune in next week for the next episode of Engineering with Asher, and we'll see what that has in store.
Switch on.
Every time I try and think of questions, I try and mix it up a bit. I try and think of like a couple more or ask them in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
This week, I haven't done that, I'm afraid, so I've just got 2 questions, as always, for you.
Nice.
Here we go. Question 1. How could we make cricket more playable in the rain?
You could have stadiums with roofs.
Okay, how about local cricket?
Okay.
Stadiums with roofs.
Yeah, money's not a thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
My bad.
I mean, the main reason I think we stopped playing is it's obviously a safety thing. So as soon as the ball starts skidding, becomes really dangerous, and the batters running up and down slip over on the pitch. Something about the material that we use on synthetic wickets, potentially the footwear, like the shoes that we have, like to make them more grippy, something like that. I don't know. That would be my first sort of simplistic answer.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Because that's the main sort of thing, like just slipping, tripping, and the ball skidding.
Could you change the material of the ball? Could you change
to make it like less like a bar of soap?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be tough to do that.
That would be. But money's not an issue, so the research and development wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, R&D all the way. Yeah. It'd be tough to make it not a bar of soap, but also enable it to still be a cricket ball and swing and everything. Because as soon as you start tinkering with the materials, then it stops becoming a cricket ball.
Yeah, and then I become even less valuable to a cricket team. The ball's not swinging. No, that's fair. I'll take that. Question 2. What is the worst weather you've ever played cricket in?
Funnily enough, probably not rain. Probably Black Saturday, 2009.
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing cricket that morning. Yeah. I don't know how we played, but we did.
Shit.
We batted, though.
Yeah.
We batted. The other team wasn't so lucky, but
fuck.
Yeah, that morning it was really, really, really hot down in Invi. Invi's like, even in the peak of summer, it's always a little cooler because you're on the coast, so you get the coastal breeze. But it would have been, out here it was 46. Probably might have been like, I don't know, 43, 44 or whatever it was.
In the morning, though?
Oh, it heated up real quick that day. Fuck. And it was just it was so windy.
Yeah, and that's what did it.
That's what did it. But yourself?
Played, just to go from one extreme to the other there, played in Thunder and Lightning in the UK.
What, you soldiered on?
Yeah, no, we kept playing because it was only lightly raining.
But it was Thunder and Lightning?
It was Thunder and Lightning, yeah. That's so funny how I just went from literally one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
All right, I got 2 questions for you.
All right.
Question 1. Which of your current Spotify playlists would best suit the vibe of being in the club rooms during a rain delay? I know you've got quite a few. You've got a few random compilations, and you name them after random characters from sitcoms and random shows.
Oh, come on, don't out me completely, mate. don't reveal the method behind the madness.
Yes.
No, you're right. I do. I don't know. What would I for a rain delay? Jeez, I don't know if the
you going through it at the moment?
I am. Yeah, I don't know if the boys there would trust me with the speaker.
Put old Dwight Schrute on or Melipnos.
I don't know you. I'd go into Ravenous.
Oh, really?
And then I'd go play Ravenous Radio.
I don't think that exists, I'm afraid.
Go to radio.
What?
Ravenous Radio.
I don't think that's a thing. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I didn't realize that was a thing. I didn't. I thought you needed to be big enough for that.
Mate, well, there you go. I'm glad that I'm the one to tell you that you've made it. Congrats, bro. What would you say? No, you're supposed to say a fucking sleep playlist.
Yes. I'm not sure if the listeners are aware. I'm currently up to 28 sleep playlists.
And when he says playlists,
he
means each playlist has 4 songs.
Yeah. The aim is so you shuffle it. So last night was Sleep 7.
You're feeling a bit raunchy there. Sleep 7. Anything fancy in Sleep 7? What?
What's in Sleep 7?
Yeah, what's the
Sweet Creature by Harry Styles.
Yeah, nice, good one.
How I Met My Ex by Dave, like an OG sort of track. It's a mantra song, Quicksilver, and Stay With Me by Sam Smith. Yeah, just mellow vibes.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is they're about 20 minutes long, a bit 15 to 20 minutes long, and the aim is to fall asleep by maybe like the third song. So you wake up in the morning, you're like, do I remember the last song? No, I don't remember the last song. And you're like, yes, I did it. I achieved my purpose. I went to sleep before. But the last few nights, I just play a couple of them.
Yeah.
Get to the end, like, I'm still wide awake. Play another one.
But the thing is, like, it does make a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense that you do it. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yes. Quickly, sorry. Question 2. If a television network suddenly lost the rights to broadcast every past game of cricket with the exception of one, which game would you select to watch every single time there was a rain delay at the cricket?
Past game. Oh, Headingley, 2019.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah. You?
I was going to say probably 2005 Ashes, something around there, but I think I'm going to go with one of the day-night tests at Adelaide Oval, probably maybe one of the Australia versus South Africa games.
Okay.
I love day-night test cricket.
That's fair. I just feel like you're selling yourself short, though, because it'll be over sooner.
Yeah, it's true.
You got to get your money's worth of cricket.
Money! Money!
Alrighty, time for my mate's multi. So, my legs from last week, leg 1. I said there will be no wicket deliveries during the Australia versus England game will be wrong-uns. Now, technically, there were no wicket deliveries because the game didn't happen.
Happy to give you that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's great because I can tell you the other two didn't get us. Leg 2. I will get past the defender with a crossover this week. No, I didn't do that actually. I think I was a bit too intimidated. The team we versed
weren't friendly.
Weren't exactly the friendly type. So it was a bit of confrontation here and there. So I was happy to run back on D and
not do much else.
Which is I usually like going right into my shell when there's any drop of confrontation. So no, leg 3, there will be some form of controversy surrounding Duckworth-Lewis within the next week. No, there wasn't.
No.
There was a bit of talk about rain and I think Josh Butler might have said something. There was something about the England-Australia game. I forget. Something about stadium, the venues and selecting locations and things like that, but nothing specifically about Duckworth-Lewis under scrutiny or anything like that. I figured there might have been something because there has been it's been in a few games, but nope, 1 from 3.
That's actually wild that was in your leg last week. Like you foreshadowed this whole episode.
Yeah.
With that leg.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Mine from last week. Leg 1, I said that we will see a century in the Cricket World Cup before our next episode, and we did. Once a gate, always a gate, Riley Russo.
Yes.
109 or something like that. Good to see that he did that for the Gades as well.
Yeah, doing bigger and better things after moving on from the Gades, yes.
Yeah, it's great. Awesome.
Yeah. We're always happy for
over the moon
for Gades because once a gate, always a gate.
Over the fucking moon. Leg 2. I will be surprisingly emotionally uninvested in the Australia-England game on Friday night. Now, are you happy to give me this on the same technicality that you got? Because, there was nothing to be emotionally invested in. I mean,
were you emotionally invested in the corgi racing or?
Yeah, but that's not the
leg. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you. Okay.
So 2 from 2.
Yep.
2 from 2. And then leg 3, I said that we won't see a no ball 6 before our next episode. And I didn't see one. There might have been one. There might not have been one, but I didn't see one.
There's definitely a few no balls.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I know Finchie hit a full toss for 6 last night, and I was like, "Oh, are they going to check that?" And they didn't check it.
They didn't check it. Yeah,
because I kind of forgot about that leg until last night.
Right.
So I didn't like keep an eye out for it.
It's one of those ones where it's just like, it's just. But we don't really care.
Yeah, I'm happy to penalise myself just for the laziness of not
checking.
Yeah.
Okay, so
2 from 3 though.
Nice.
No, that's 3. 2 from 3 though.
We're not doing legs this week, are we?
We are not, and you're not going to find out until next week as to why. Just wanted to end today, mate, by saying congratulations.
To me?
Congratulations.
To us? To me?
To you.
Okay.
Well, no, we'll say to us. The Irish accent didn't come out throughout the majority of that episode. Like, there was that one at the start, and then we managed to get through without...
Yeah. Oh, was that
without bringing it up?
Without bringing it off.
Without bringing it up.
Yes.
Get me a Guinness and a bowl of potatoes.
Yeah, like we started, we were just going on, and like we're just like saying, we're like, oh yeah, that's such an Irish name. We'll say it with it because, but I feel like if you say anything with an Irish accent, it becomes an Irish name.
Stephen Smith.
Ashton Ravindran. Ashton Ravindran. Such an Irish name.
Oh fuck! No, that's hilarious. As we teased too just before, tune in next week because having teased periodically for months that something might be coming.
Yes,
something is coming.
Something is coming,
and it might not be what you think.
Something is coming.
Something is coming. No, I'm not going to do that. No. I shouldn't have said Guinness and potatoes. I've already gone too far with it.
All right, before we say anything else, keep hitting sexes.